cars and that. There you see the 311, that's Renheim. He's the number 4 qualifier. Cam, the number 3 qualifier. Yep, they pushed him all the way to the inside. Somewhat surprised, though, that number 52 there, that's Johan Liedman. Liedman, if you remember, won the LCQ. So he gets the choice in the front row, and apparently just enough space there for him to sneak in between Kyle Pauline and the number 1 qualifier, Elias Ischel.
Man, that's a great starting spot.
I'll tell you what, though, you know, you take a look at these guys up front, the way they're tight here, you've got to really be careful. If you can't get out front, you've got to pay attention to what's happening around you. And again, things happen so fast that, you know, blink of an eye, you could be in an incident that you didn't really want to be in.
Mike, outside of Elias Ischel, who's been the fastest guy on the track tonight, what do you got?
You know, Elias has been fast. Kyle Pauline has been fun to watch. But then you take a couple of the skidoos again, Adam Renheim and Aki Polaia. You know, they've come back through a couple of pretty good runs. And you've also got to take a look at Daniel Benham, you know, on his Arctic Cat. So, again, a lot of new people moving into this class. It'll be interesting to watch. It's a good field. This is going to be a great 18-lap climb.
Don't be surprised if Tremblay makes it to the podium from the back row.
Yeah, Tremblay qualifying 13th, so he's in the back.
It's about to go to starters' hands, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go green. Somebody broke the laser beam line there. Somebody in the middle, I believe.
Yeah, and it was blinking, which means, you know, it's close, but you can't break the beam. Somebody's still in that beam, so.
I believe that might be Aki Polaia. But it matters no more. It's back in starters' hands.
If you got caught in the middle of that, that is where everybody is funneling. And I watched Aki Polaia, and I also watched the number 200. That would have been Ischel on their launch. Polaia was stronger, and then you see Lemieux there in the blue skis.
We'll give Aki Polaia the stud boy hole shot, but Lincoln Lemieux will take the lead on the downhill section of this racetrack.
And look who is right behind him. That's the number 52. That's Johan Liedman out of Woody's Racing.
And we still got sleds tied up down at the bottom of the hill there.
He came through the LCQ.
That was Cody Cam that was being helped off the racetrack. So the lead is Lincoln Lemieux. And I believe that's Cody Cam limping right there.
Yeah, it is.
Sad to see that.
Calling for the medical people to come over and look at it. Meanwhile, up front, this is a good battle right here.
Look at that. Lincoln Lemieux with the triple, Mike.
That was just beautifully done, too. Found a great line to take and accelerate, get by Johan Liedman, and so now it's Lemieux out front, and then it would be Johan Liedman sitting in second, Polaia in third, Benham in fourth, and Snarsa and Renheim. That's the way they line up. You talked about Tremblay up in the sixth place.
And I'll tell you, that time around, up the hill, Lincoln Lemieux almost off the racetrack. So he's got to get back within himself. A good solid 1.5 second lead for Lemieux over Liedman right now, but we've still got 15 laps to go.
You know, some interesting things here in taking and looking at this. Lincoln Lemieux won round 2 in Duluth, but he came from the LCQ. He was the number 10 qualifier. Here he's the number 8 qualifier. Not qualifying well, but boy, when it comes time to the final, he's dialed.
And he's put another half second on second place. Johan Liedman and Aki Polaia second and third. The man on point right now comes all the way from New York. He's in the lead. That's Lincoln Lemieux.
Watch them as they take and continue to work around here. Daniel Benham falling a couple of more spots. That moves Renheim up to 4th and Tremblay up to 5th. So when you take a look at the top 5 sleds here, they're all skidoos except for Liedman.
Liedman and Polaia are battling now. The second place is up for grabs. They head up the Traxxas Hill. Right now in second, that's the 52 of Johan Liedman. Aki Polaia goes inside him. racer? We're about to find out.
That's going to be a drag race down the hill. Lindman's got him right now, but Polaya's got position as they get to the bottom of the hill. I would venture a guess he's just going to try to tighten it up here, work it around, go up high, did exactly what I thought, kind of parked him and took away that position.
Aki Polaya goes into second. That puts Lindman in third, and suddenly we've got Renheim looking at fourth and trying to find his way to the podium. That blue sled right there, that's Adam Renheim. He's gradually been working his way towards the front. Behind him, his teammate, Tim Tremblay, gradually working his way to the front. Can Lindman hold off the teammates? Doesn't look like it. Here comes Renheim.
Yeah, Tremblay, as we indicated, coming from the back row. Renheim qualified quite well. Renheim qualified fourth. That's where he sits right now, but you know, we see Lindman kind of struggling a little bit. He's starting to get, these Scoos beating up on him. And right behind him, as you indicated, that is Renheim trying to move onto that last position on the podium.
Renheim got him. Got by him easy right then, Mike. And I'll tell you, so right now we got Lemieux, Polaya, and Renheim, 1, 2, 3. And Renheim is the man running the fast laps right now. Look at him reeling in Aki Polaya for the second spot. Here comes Adam Renheim with a triple to the inside.
Boy, big move there, too. Watch him as he goes back outside. We'll see if he can cut back down underneath. Now it's an all-Skidoo podium again. Boy, I tell you what, we've seen that in Pro Light. Now we're seeing it here right now. There's still a lot of laps to go, 10 laps. But still, these Skidoo is performing extremely well. Drivers are very happy with the product that they're racing this year, and you can see it.
Renheim looks to the inside. Polaya in second. That's the red and black sled. Behind him on the blue sled. Here comes Adam Renheim. He triples again. Makes up a lot of spot to the inside.
Adam may have position here. If he can take and go. No, he does not. Tried to push the issue, but checked and decided to wait one more lap. These guys have raced many times together. Not only here in the ISOC series, you got to remember. And of course, when they get done racing here in March, they go over there and race for another month and a half.
Renheim to the outside. Inside is Polaya. Again, they drag race down the hill. This is why Renheim was patient at the bottom. He knew he'd have another shot the next lap, and he does right now. Let's see if he goes to the inside of Polaya. He does. Can he make the move in the bottom of the hill?
Don't think he's quite close enough. Nope, not able to that time. He's got to find a place other than the bottom part of this race hill to try to find a place to get around Aki Polaya. He's got the speed, but not on the bottom of the racetrack. And there is Tim Tremblay. Tremblay now has worked his way up to fourth, and Elias Solishal is in fifth, right behind Tremblay.
So your fast qualifier, the number 200, is battling right now with Johan Lindman for the fifth spot. Right in front of him is Tim Tremblay. He came from the back row. He's running fourth. In front of him, Adam Renheim, his teammate, is in third. As Lagan Lemieux, by the way, we haven't talked about him for a minute. He's checked out almost 6-second lead for your leader.
And I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but all the top 5 sleds are all Skidoos.
Up the hill they go once again. Here comes Renheim, looking to find a way around Polaya. He just can't find the spot. Right now, the inside is Polaya. Down the hill they come. Here comes Renheim. He's been fast in this section. Let's see if he triples again. He does. Yep. Big air.
Now, this is where he's got to really just kind of keep up the pressure and try to get underneath, right like that. The only thing is that Polaya is close enough to try to come back underneath, but that time, Renheim made it work.
He certainly did. The move worked, and Renheim moves into second spot. So now it's Lemieux, it's Renheim and Polaya. Polaya looks to the outside to try to take the spot back, but Mike, he just can't get it done.
No, but I'll tell you what, Polaya is going to keep hunting here because he wants to get back around Renheim, but right now your podium is Lemieux, Renheim, and Aki Polaya. But Tremblay now only about 2 seconds behind Aki Polaya. He's charging hard too with 6 laps left to go.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to be less than that momentarily because Tim Tremblay is the man on the move looking for that spot on the podium. So it's Lemieux, it's Renheim, it's Polaya, and Tremblay. That right now is your top 4. That's the 311. That's Adam Renheim in second. And right there is the 128 of Aki Polaya. You see behind him the number 11 of Tim Tremblay. Started in the back row, came through the LCQ, and is almost to the podium. One more spot. He'll make it to third. Can he do it? We're about to find out with 4.5 laps to go.
Boy, look, he went huge there too. You know, he may have seen something from behind. Here he goes. He's going to try to go underneath the part set Aki. Nope, not quite close enough. He's going to have to try it again on another lap, but that's exactly what happened when Renheim got around Aki Polaya. The other driver huge run on the downhill, was able to set themselves up to try to come back down underneath.
Tremblay looks to the inside. Outside is Pelaya. Tremblay takes the spot, but they drag race down the hill again through the Air Force flyaway, and that'll do her, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Tremblay into the third spot from the back row.
Boy, that was a huge move by the big driver out of Quebec, Canada. Here's your driver up front that's still your race leader. I'll tell you what, Lincoln Lemieux, like I said, hasn't been qualifying well, but when we get him in these finals, he is so strong.
Inside of the 98 of Nick Patton and down the hill over the Air Force flyaway. Now into the Woody's Racing rhythm section. He's been smooth and fast since the drop of the green flag. Lincoln Lemieux is the man on point with 2.5 laps to go.
Around that Sunoco Racing corner. Oh, he's off
the track.
He was off track. Able to gather it back up. He was off the racetrack, but didn't pass anybody. You know, so no harm, no foul. Lost a little bit of his lead, too. That gave Adam Renheim a chance to make up some ground.
With a lap and a half to go, it's a long racetrack, a lot of jumps, it'll wear you out, and he talked about it himself to Josie during one of the breaks. Lincoln Lemieux talked about not being used to this kind of elevation. He's about worn out, but he's almost finished as well. One lap to go as he comes to the Amsoil finish line, but I'll tell you what, here comes Elias Ishuel looking to make that pass, and into fourth goes Elias Ishuel. So it's Lemieux, Renheim, Tremblay, and now Ishuel as they make their way towards the Amsoil finish line. Lemieux takes the white flag, as does Renheim, as does Tremblay, and now Elias Ishuel into fourth on the 200.
He's got about 2.5 seconds behind Tim Tremblay, and very much doubt he can catch him. You know, you talk about our leader, Lincoln Lemieux, talking about how this track is so demanding. I'll bet you anything when they get on the podium, he's going to make reference to how it's so hard to take and make a run here.
Headed for the checkers. The flames will fly. Lincoln Lemieux has won at Jackson Hole. Lincoln Lemieux with the win. Adam Renheim reeled him almost in. Comes in second, and Tim Tremblay from the back row makes it all the way to the podium in that third spot. We'll break. We'll come back and talk to our winner. This is Amsoil Championship Snocross, powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. So Lemieux, Renheim, Tremblay, then Elias Ishuel, and then Aki Pelaya. That's your top five.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Daniel Benham in sixth, Kyle Pelin in seventh, Johan Liedman in eighth, Corin Todd ninth, Logan Christian 10th, Peter Narsa, Nick Patton 11th and 12th, Travis Moeller in 13th, Brett Nestella in 14th. But the one everybody's thinking about right now, the crash on the very first dog leg of the race right at the start, Cody Camp and our good people of the FXR Mobile Medical Team got right out to him real quickly. With a heavy limp off the racetrack, we'll make sure he's doing all right and ready for round 4 tomorrow here at Snow King Mountain. But a big, big, big win for Lincoln Lemieux. Fast lap.
No, this would be the best Fox performer. Well, there's the fast lap.
We got the Traxxas fast lap for Lincoln Lemieux. On lap 3, Lincoln ran a 32.657.
Yeah, and Tremblay talked about the Fox performer, Tim Tremblay, with the most passes during that race.
Man, no surprise there. He got to the podium from the back row. I don't know who it was, but some genius called that right before the race. Man, what a race for Lemieux, though. Again, qualified 8th, so a decent starting spot for that young man. But he went out and set the pace early. Ended up winning by 5.5 seconds over Renheim and Tremblay. Ishuel with a great day. The fastest qualifier. And a 4th place on the podium. So we'll see how that shakes out the points after 3 rounds. But tonight, the points don't matter. What matters for Lincoln Lemieux is the heavy hardware that's going around his neck in a couple of moments. As we get ready to go down and hear from our winners, I want to remind everybody, as you're leaving the park tonight, please come back tomorrow. We got more racing all day long at Snow King Mountain here in Jackson, Wyoming. The Jackson Hole Snocross National presented by Woody's Racing. Round 4 is tomorrow. Amsoil Championship Snocross powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. And those of you tuning in from all over the world, thank you. We'll be taken to the air tomorrow morning, I believe, at 11 a.m. Here all day long with Brendan Goying calling the early races during the day. Off the racetrack, so he's got to get back within himself. A good solid 1.5 second lead for Lemieux over Lidman right now. The move worked, and Rinheim moves into second spot. Headed for the checkers. The flames will fly. Lincoln Lemieux has won at Jackson Hole.
Whoops.
Off the racetrack, so he's got to get back within himself. A good solid 1.5 second lead for Lemieux over Lidman right now. The move worked, and Rinheim moves into second spot. Headed for the checkers. The flames will fly. Lincoln Lemieux has won at Jackson Hole.
Lincoln Lemieux with a huge win. Talking to you earlier today, you said that was a demanding track. So let's talk about that. And you said it was kind of sketchy out there during this final.
Yeah, it was for sure demanding. You know, the race before in the pro light class, they just started doing this big triple out there. So, you know, all of those pros come up and we're like, dang, now we have to all do it. So, you know, first lap, you know, I hit the big triple, landed it smooth, but, you know, halfway through it got a little squirrely. There was a braking bump forming right before it. And, you know, I hung on. Our guys did a great job in the trailer today. Got the sled running great. Pulled the whole shot in the final and just never looked back.
Congratulations.
Mike, hand out their hardware, would you please?
You bet. Let's do that right now. Here are the top three in the pro final here in round 3 in Jackson Hole. In third place, boy, coming from the back row, what a run that he had. Tim Tremblay is your Fox performer of the race. He's from Quebec, Canada, racing for Warner Racing, Skidoo, Makita, and SK Bearings, GMC Trucks, and Rockstar Energy Drink. Third place to Tim Tremblay. Second place from Lima, Sweden, racing also for Warner Racing, Makita, Rockstar, Skidoo, and SK and GMC Trucks. On the number 311 Skidoo, second place going to Adam Renheim. And your winner, he was the number 8 qualifier, went on right from the start to work his way to this win. Racing for Shearing Speed Sports, sponsored by Amsoil, the U.S. Air Force, Skidoo, Climb, and Milwaukee Tools. On the number 13 Skidoo, Lincoln Lemieux. One last time this evening, let's go down to Chelsea Christian.
I have 3 really happy riders up here, but Tim Tremblay in third place. Let's talk about you coming from the back row, especially since the start is so crucial.
Yeah, that was kind of a terrible day for us. We couldn't get out of the gate, and I got in the LCQ, so the back row, and I got like 4th place in the LCQ, and I'm like, I just gotta not give up and give everything I have, and You know, my Makita Rockstar Ski-Doo at the end was working great. My KYB shocks were awesome too, and I just never gave up and came back to third, so I'm pretty happy.
Who would you like to thank tonight?
Just everyone working, you know, my mechanic, Stefan, my teammate Francis, just all the sponsors that we have, Fly, Oakley, Goggle, Bell, CNA Pro Ski, Stud Boy, Rocks, just everyone, and Ski-Doo. I think I said it before, but thanks everyone if I forget someone, but it was just awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations. And in second place, Adam Renheim. Let's talk about that battle that you had. Basically all day you were battling between someone, but you finally ended up here in the second place.
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. It was a tough day, but in the final there, I don't know what I came out, but halfway I saw Tim behind me, and I thought Lincoln was in up front, so I figured it's just to try to go for it. Tim will not let up. He's a stubborn Canadian and a stubborn Swede, so let's try. Yeah, here we go. It's just to hold on down the hill and.
And who would you like to thank tonight?
Just the whole team, Makita, Rockstar team, Ski-Doo, NSK, GMC trucks, and the lead shocks, Sven-Erik from Revell Racing at home. We had a good testing after the loot, and I'm really happy with the sled. All my mechanics, yeah, everyone.
Well, congratulations. And on top of the podium, Lincoln Lemieux, kind of going through the day again. You kind of had a rough day going in and out, but tonight you finally got on top, so I'll give you the edge in this final.
Yeah, I got pinched in the first qualifier, so just to make it in the front row was huge for me. So, you know, we made a little clutch change right before the final. Got a great start, and, you know, that's all we need. When we get out front, we're really fast. And we haven't been behind too much this year, so we keep getting those good starts. We're going to keep getting those good results. So just got to thank the whole team, Amsoil, U.S. Air Force, Ford, Milwaukee. Big shout out to Climb. They came up with this new gear. It's awesome. It fits great. Looks good. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for all coming to Action Graphics, Fox Shocks. My son's him great. And Foster Trucking, CA Pro Skis, and everyone else who's out here supporting us. Big thanks to my family for coming out. You know, it's awesome when they come out and support me. It gets me amped up for the race. So thank you guys.
For sure. Congratulations to the top three in the Pro Open Final.
Mike, I don't know if you realize this or not, but Lincoln Lemieux on the season through 3 rounds, a second and 2 firsts.
Yes, and like I said, it hasn't been qualifying all the best, but when you get to the end of the day and you can find yourself up there with that gold medal, that's a big deal.
A second in round 1, and a first in round 2, and a first in round 3. Can he do it again tomorrow? We're about to find out. Huh?
Well, we'll see. You know, all these guys are hungry, and anyone could step up at any moment and win this class. But Lincoln right now has to be a real odds-on favorite to do well, you know, tomorrow.
Round 3's in the books. Tune in tomorrow, round 4, from the Jackson Hole Snocross National, presented by Woody's Racing. Snow Peak Mountain, Jackson, Wyoming. Have a great night, everybody. For Brandon Goyne, Josie Christian, Mike Schroeder, and a cast of thousands, we are Amsoil Championship Snowcross powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network. My name is Chris Hockey. Have a great night, everybody.